Two things I want to say about Tottenham. There's been a lot of speculation about Conte's position. Do you think they'll keep him? And if they do, well, let me ask this again. Where do you think Tottenham's aspirations should be for this season? They're out of the Champions League now. And then secondly, do you think that they'll keep Conte? Also, talk to me a little bit about the game, how you saw it and whatnot. Did you think that was classic Tottenham, or did you think actually they looked quite impressive? It's hard for you to compliment Tottenham, obviously. I realise, Paz.
No, they're playing at home, so I expected them to win. To be fair, I wanted them to slip up just to have a laugh, but I expected them to win.
I'm with us.
Anthony, Antonio Conte is definitely gone at the end of the season. He's not staying, man.
You think
Especially
so?
when his health is also a problem now. I don't think he's staying. He's gone. Harry Kane, he's already hit 20 goals this season. If not for Haaland, we're talking about Harry Kane quite a lot in terms of the amount of goals scored already this season. But Haaland's in such a great vein of form that we just forget that Harry Kane's even doing what he's doing. But Tottenham, I don't know. I think they're in the same position as Liverpool, to be fair. All they got to do is fight for top four. And even that seems like a struggle. I don't know what to say about them. And 1 week, sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad,
Yeah, they're a flip-floppy team. But they're what was I going to say?
I don't really think their manager
how
inspires
many
much
goals
confidence
Harry
in them.
Kane's got this season? I can't remember. I think he's got, is it 17 or 18? 20
20,
league goals now. How many all comps?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not a Tottenham fan, so I don't even know.
Yeah, fuck it. I don't actually give a shit. But yeah, no, you're right. I think it's been understated, as you say. The fact that Haaland's got already over 30 plus goals this season and already over 26 Premier League goals. So he's, but even Salah, flipping X, Salah's got over 21 Premier League goals, 20 goals. No, he's got 20
Are
over
you sure?
20.
No.
No, sorry, he's got over 20 goals this season so far. So that's obviously all comps.
Is that all competitions? Yeah.
That's the competitions, yeah. But I don't know how many Premier League. Obviously, for the last, I'd say maybe 2 Premier Leagues, it's been kind of Salah and Kane for like Golden Boot and whatnot. Yeah, look, there's strong speculation that Harry Kane's coming United at the end of the season. But it's interesting you talk about Conte. Do you think so? Conte has this reputation, I think, whereby he doesn't stay for the long term, and if he doesn't feel like he's being backed, he'll leave. Do you think that's the case at Tottenham? Do you think he feels he's not being backed properly?
Yeah, obviously he does feel like, probably, I can't speak for him, but from the sound bites we're hearing at the press conference, that's what it sounds like. Also, I believe his health now plays a major factor in what he's going to do at the end of the season. And I think he's come to the realization that Jose probably came to as well, that, whatever's happening here, it's not going to happen. As he's been saying in his press conferences, we can't do this overnight. AC Milan are a bigger team. He said it himself, AC Milan are a bigger team than Tottenham. Like,
they are, though.
Yeah, they are. Like, whether anyone wants to accept it or not, they are.
Nah, of course they are. Of course they are.
So, yeah, he's gone. He's gone. To be fair, he's not staying at the end of the season. If he stays at the end of the season, I expect Levy to pull out some of the money that he's gonna make from this extraordinary stadium. So wherever he's gonna get from the Beyonce concert, he's probably gonna have to put that into transfer.
Listen,
into transfers.
I don't know if Levy's in charge of everything that gets made by, like, I think it's a committee that decides. So, for example, if Tottenham make,
it's not just Daniel Levy. Yeah, to be fair,
yeah.
everyone
So I
blames
think he
Levy,
deals
but
with
it's
the
not just
football
him.
side of things, but the stadium and the way that it gets used for concerts. Anthony Joshua fights. Was it a Joshua fight or was it who fought there recently? I don't think it was AJ fight. No, there was another one. Tyson Fury. Was it?
Wait, has AJ fought there already? No, has AJ had a fight already? Sorry, I know this is a sad, but
No. AJ's got a comeback fight in a month or two, but someone had a fight at Tottenham. I don't know. Was it the Chris Eubank fight recently? Was it that? I can't remember.
I don't know.
I
That
think
was
there's
in.
been a.
I'm sure that was in Manchester.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, that was in Manchester because
Sure that was in.
the brother that he was fighting was yeah, not too far. Just trying to admit Sim back into the. How you doing, Sim? You okay, mate?
Yeah, sorry, man. Just having connection problems, man.
So
Happens,
yeah, no,
bro.
I should be calm now.
Conte is gone, man. Conte is
Let
gone.
me let me come to you, Sim, just quickly. We're talking about the Tottenham game, just quickly. So just your thoughts, please. What did you think of the game? 3-1, pretty dominant. Goals on both halves. Harry Kane brace. Nottingham Forest didn't look like they were in the game really at all. Keylor Navas actually pulled off some really, really good saves actually in the last 10 minutes as well to keep them in the game. Otherwise, it could have been more. It could have been 4 or 5. And also, I wanted your thoughts on Conte. Yeah, lots of murmurings like he usually does. Whenever he's not happy, he always pipes up with this, that, whatever. Do you think he's gone at the end of the season?
Well, he's got 18-month contract, so he's definitely gone.
But you don't think it's going to get
I
extended?
think it's been.
No, yeah, his contract
I think
ends at
he's
the
been
end of
at
the season.
what, Spurs for 18 months.
Yeah. So he joined January
Yeah,
2021.
yeah. So he's definitely gone.
But what if they could extend it by 12
I
months?
don't
No?
think he's renewing.
They're not extending it, man.
Okay. Why? Why? Talk to me, Sim. I want your opinion. Why do you think
Yeah,
all's not rosy with Conte and Tottenham at the moment?
I don't
What's
think
your
he's
thoughts?
renewing.
But why? Why though?
Their ambitions not aligning to care for it. I think
Mm.
Levy's kind of happy with getting top 4 if he gets a couple two, and I feel that Conte doesn't have the players to kind of football that he. We've seen Conte do this several times. I think this time last year against Burnley when he went on a little rant to basically say, "Look, guys, I'm doing my best. I'm getting the best that I can possibly get out of these players. They're good enough."
Mm.
But it's Conte, man. I
Sometimes they're
said it
good,
to
sometimes they're bad.
everyone. He's a pragmatic. What's the word I'm looking for? He's very.
Pragmatic.
He wears his heart on his sleeve. He's Italian. You know what I mean? He's one of those guys. Like he's not gonna.
He's not
Yeah,
pragmatic.
he's not gonna put up with the bullshit. He's not gonna do it. Definitely not gonna put up with his bullshit.
Fair enough. I mean, we didn't
Nah,
want to
he's
get into it.
pragmatic.
We're not a political channel, but Puz was talking about, the different things which Tottenham deal with. He mentioned Levy and the monies and stuff, and I just mentioned that, for example, if the stadium gets used for NFL games or a Beyonce concert or a big fight or whatever like that, I don't
Oh
know if
no,
that's
no,
anything to
Chris!
do with.
They're building a go kart underneath it as well.
Yeah.
Is
So
it a go kart or what?
all of that, what I'm trying to say is I don't know how much Levy's in control of that side of things, the money that the stadium and the club generate and how much that goes towards the team. What I'm saying is, let's say I'm just making this up. The stadium generates 5 million a year. I'm just making this up, right? It's obviously going to be way more than that. How much of that 5 million then goes towards the team, or more specifically, Conte? Does Levy, if it's
I
even
actually think a
Levy,
lot
or
of
is
it
it a
does.
committee that say, okay, we've made 5 mil this year from concerts and NFL, whatever. Here's 2 mil for you, and then we're going to keep 3 mil to do whatever. I don't know. I don't know how it
No,
works.
we'll see. Tottenham fans, let us know.
Yeah, but you've got to
Yeah.
understand.
Let us
Remember,
know in
see
the
the
comments.
What?
Go on.
Yeah. I think it's a tricky one because as much as we're speculating, you got to remember these type of stadiums that Tottenham, these type of clubs that have stadiums like Tottenham usually are ambitious. Does that make sense? For
Yep.
instance, like they're 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 doing things like they're winning. They're consistent like contenders in Europe. They're actually competing for things. Tottenham's basically got like top spec of every sort of car, but they don't have the actual
Driver.
people or the actual players, i.e., to actually steer the ship or steer this car in the right direction. So it's like, as much as we can speculate and say, they make money, as a brand, I'm not too sure because Yeah, their fan base, they've got a big enough fan base, but their fan
Yeah,
base
look,
can only go so far, innit?
I think you hit on a point there. We're just speculating because, like I said a second ago, I don't know what money the club generates and how much that goes towards the team. Let's just segue nicely. Well, still on the Tottenham theme. Do you guys both think that with Antonio Conte, Harry Kane also leaves this summer? I'll let you guys know what I think in a sec, but let me come to you first, Puz. Do you think Harry Kane leaves this summer? And if he does, where do you think he goes?
I don't think he's ambitious enough.
Okay, so you think he stays?
He ain't leaving, man.
Yep.
I'll come
Okay. Well,
I'll-
he'd have
I'll
to
come to
sign a
the-
new
I'll
contract.
come
He'd
to
have
the-
to sign a new contract then.
No.
I've come
Yeah,
to the
he's probably going to
conclusion
sign a
Harry
new
Kane
contract. 'Cause you got to think
is
about it.
not leaving.
He's got 1 year
If
left at
he's
the end of
He's
this
scared.
season. Yeah.
if he's a family man, he's staying in London. Like if
He's
he's
got
someone that
basically
can't be away from his
after
family,
this summer he's got 1 year left.
Yeah, I think this summer, from when this summer hits, he's got a year left. Yeah.
Yeah, after this summer he's got 1 year left. But I don't know, man. It's as I keep on saying, man. People say Simeon Sharp can't call this guy world class if he signs another contract, man.
That's fine. Sim, we
He's a
both
big
agree with you.
player in
That
a
wasn't
small
my
pond,
question.
man.
What
He's
wasn't my question? Do you think
in a
he's
small
going
pond,
to
and I just feel
leave?
like the fact that you've got and you're gonna sign for a team that's not going to push you into the
Elite status.
around him is it's kind of scary for me, man. It's proper scary. It stinks, man. It's got. But I don't even know how to put it into words. I just feel like he's definitely. I feel like he's gonna sign a new contract, and I feel like he's gonna change the Serie record, and we're all gonna forget about that. He hasn't won anything, and I think that's an abomination to football for me personally. I just don't think that's the right way to go about it.
Fair enough. Strong opinions. I personally think Man United were trying to sign him in the summer. I think for 2 reasons. Manchester. Hear me out. I think we will try. I never said we will. I think we will try. And like I said, for 2 reasons. So, well, 3 reasons. One, it's abundantly clear. Everyone knows Man United are looking for a number 9 and we need a number 9. That's one. Second reason, Manchester United have been obsessed with Harry Kane. And I'm talking about not Eric Ten Hag. I'm talking about the club. The likes of John Murtaugh, some of the scouts that have been there since the days of David Moyes, they're still there. They've always been obsessed with Harry Kane. It wouldn't be we've tried to sign him a few times, right? So that's the second reason. And third reason, I don't think there's anywhere else he can go. Like Puz just said, or like you just said as well, Sim, he wants to stay in the Premier League and break the Shearer record. Okay, cool. So he's staying in England. Okay, cool. Let's look at the clubs. Well, he can't stay in London. He can't go to Arsenal. He can't go to Chelsea. He's not going to go Crystal Palace or Fulham, right? So he can't stay in London. Cool. So let's look at Newcastle, Liverpool, and City. He's not going to City because they got Haaland. Liverpool can't afford him. We all know that Liverpool's big target this season is Bellingham, and then they might get 1 or 2 others. But they've spent massively on strikers. They got Darwin Nunez, they got Gakpo, so they've spent over 100 mil on forwards in the last 12 months. So literally, that leaves one place: Man United. Literally, and you know how much Solskjaer loved English players, English bias. It's almost written in the stars. And a fourth reason, we've been linked heavily with Osman. We've been linked with a few strikers. I would prefer Osman myself personally. But if you're Richard Arnold and the flipping Glazers, hopefully they're gone before this all even happens. But obviously we've got to talk in the present. You can go and spend